905 po yung na-compute ko po.
905 point?
905 or 2,827.43, sir.
Yeah, one by one, because we will be using this one later in our courses. Thank you, obvious. Okay, so just help me out here. Just put them. Okay. Only for this. A sub s.
2,207 po. 2,827.43.
2,807 point?
27, sir. 2,827 po.
Okay. Sorry.
0.43.
2,827.43 and squared, so it's just the same. 2,827. Please add them. How much all in all? To add them, how much all in all?
Sir, 5,654 po.
5,654.86. Okay. Now notice, many times I told you that all the designs can be, you can make a system out of that, so that when we have a quiz, you can just go to your system and fit that one into the problem. So just like what I'm doing this time, I just have a system, okay? Just have a system that I'm giving you. I'm doing it for you this time. So I'm just putting it here. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, because if I don't have the system, then it will take a lot of time to solve a lot of problems, especially when I do not solve these problems. Okay, so I just have an outline. So A prime. So next we would like to okay, what is the reason why we want to know that? Because later on we're going to put this one here. Okay, so you have the number here already. And the next thing that we have to do is that, okay, we understand that you are going to put the load here. Okay, and now we would like to know, where is that C right now? Okay, where is that C sub B right now? So that's what we are going to do. Okay, so determine the neutral axis. Okay, put them fully here. Determine the neutral axis distance. Okay, so when you do this, that is the reason why I cannot understand when you solve this problem. You do not have any any drawings, I would say. So I will say consider the strain. Okay, consider the strain distribution. That's how we diagram. This is actually this. This is it. Okay, strain distribution. Okay, strain distribution. So how do we do that? I can I have something in my notes that I put one by one. I think I have to do this one right away. Can we say that? Because I think we know this. Do you know what is this? That you should have known that. Okay, e sub y fair to say that e sub s is equal to e sub y? What do you think? From our beam. Okay, from our beam. The is equal to e sub y is to c Right. Okay, as E sub S is equal to D minus C. I think that's one thing that I as E sub U should be what should be E sub U C. Okay, E sub Y is to what? Okay, E sub Y is to D minus C. E sub CU or E sub U, okay? Can I say C for concrete? Okay, let us put that one here. Is equal to D minus C as E sub U or E sub C for concrete is to C. It makes sense. E sub Y, okay, E sub Y, that one. When you say E sub Y, E sub S, meaning E sub S yields at the same time as E sub Y. Is that right? Yields, okay? So sa ating lingwahe, yung mga bakal dito, ay nasira, okay? Or nag-fail, okay? Ulitin ko ha. Yung mga bakal dito, kasi 'di ba pag nagde-design na tayo, okay? Nagde-design tayo. Forgive me for baka marinig tayo ng ibang na Tagalog muna tayo para maintindihan natin ng mabuti, okay? Anong ibig sabihin nito? Ulitin ko. Yung ating design, pag nagde-design tayo, dapat failure. Doon sa failure. Kasi kung hindi mo siya i-design sa failure, hindi mo alam anong mangyayari, di ba? Hindi mo alam kung anong mangyayari. Kung yung E sub S mo, represent yung A sub S mo, kung gawin natin kaya na kung ano yung yield strength nitong bakal na ito, parehan natin. Yun ang ibig sabihin. Then, mga kasama. So, ibig sabihin, ito, pag nagdi-design tayo lagi, ulitin natin, ay nandun siya sa failure mode. Laging ganon. Okay? Laging ganon. Kasi kung hindi ganon, you never anticipate what will happen when E sub S, yung dito, ay pareho doon sa yield stress nito. Pwedeng hindi sila magkapareho, di ba? Kasi ito, nag-change to. So, when that one change, it can be that at a particular point, period, hindi niya ma-reach yung E sub Y. Okay? So, yun po yung ibig sabihin. So, dito, anong ginawa natin? We let it the same. Okay? We let it E sub S. So I can say, or we can say, that one, the product of that is equal to this. Now we're going to put that, we're going to solve for this, okay? We're going to solve for this later, okay? And, sorry. So, where is it equal to? A is equal to C, D minus D. Okay, yeah. So, could it be that, okay, could it be that I would like to get E sub U, okay? I would like to get this. Where is I would like to get that one, the concrete, okay? So, E sub C, okay, no. Okay. Let's see, okay? C, let's do this. Is equal to D minus C. So what we would like to do is that I would like to have this one. Okay, I would like to have this. C is equal to E sub C is different. Okay, E sub C can we say C minus, this one is E sub C. Dali lang naman, di ba? Ang gusto kong kunin ay another. Erase ko to, ha? Yes, obvious. Oops. Obvious, would you like to ask question?
So, pwede ba natin computein yung C-balance using dun sa simplified formula na 600T or
Yes.
pwede po yun, sir. Thank you po.
Yes. Okay. All right. We are using here the distribution. Okay. It's all right. It's okay. Obvious. It's all right. So I'm just showing this one to you. Using the distribution. Okay. So determine the neutral axis. Okay. Period. Consider the strain distribution, and the neutral axis here basically is our C. That's right. So C is the Y. Okay. Let us E sub Y plus E sub C is equal to E sub C of D. So can we say that is equal to E sub C for concrete of D is equal to E sub Y plus epsilon of C sub C. So we usually have this by separating this one. Okay. Is this familiar to you? Familiar. This familiar. So this is the neutral axis basically. That's our neutral axis. Okay. So we would like now to compute E sub Y. Okay. So what is E sub Y? Is equal to, obvious. Thank you for that. Okay. Is equal to Fy. Please solve, obvious. How much is Fy? 413.
Sir, given po yung Fy na 413.7 po.
Yeah. 413.70 megapascals. Okay, megapascals. All divided by 200,000 megapascals. Please solve. Subset. I haven't solved this one yet. So we're solving this. How much is this? Maybe Natividad, would you like to?
0.0020.
0.002?
20685.
685. Is that correct?
Opo.
Can we have it like can we solve this? Can we solve this one like? Are we sure? Compute mo nga ulit, bro. 413.70.
0.00
0.00685.
207, sir.
You are now muted.
0.002 yung nakuha ko, sir.
0.00207.
You are now unmuted.
Yan nakuha ko, sir. 207 po.
Now muted.
Yes po. Ganyan po.
Okay. So can we solve this one now? C. Thank you. This one now, C is equal to E sub C, which is 0.003. This one is 0.00207 plus E sub C, which is 0.003, multiplied by, how much is our D? Even?
Hindi po, sir.
Okay, that's a good question. So how do we solve for D? Do we solve for D?
Sir, I think yung D po is given na po. Minus lang po yung 62.5 po.
Yes.
Dun sa H.
Okay. Yeah, D is equal to 550 minus 62.5. Please solve. How much?
487.5. 487.5.
Alam ko ganitong gusto natin pero medyo matagal lang. Pero anyway, I think this one helps a lot. 487.5 millimeter. Magkano bro? Ito. 487. Compare mo, yung sa, it's just the same doon sa, ano mo, it's just the same, obvious doon sa sinabi mo sa akin. Is this?
Yung decimal lang po.
This is decimal lang, but the same. How much is this?
Yung computation ko po, sir, gamit yung 603 over 600 plus FY is equal to 288.6 po.
8.6.
So pag gamit po yung similar triangle, sir, magiging 288.54 po kasi yun, sir.
Yeah. Using this itong formulation natin, itong sa distribution, how much? Ito. Pareho lang? Obvious? This the same? Yes? Ito. So, kindly solve this. 03 divide sum of this. Nati, so tulungan mo si obvious. Natividad, are you there?
8.46 po.
So, kaya lang. 288, okay. This one is 2.288.6 and this one is equal to 46. Okay lang na? So, A is equal to B1C. B1. So, B sub 1. Anybody?
$0.85.
That is for 28 and below, no? Pag 30 above, mag-iba. We're going to use an equation. Is that right? So, those are the things that you have to become particular. Ito, notice na what is our B sub 1 when F prime C is greater than 28. So, meaning, if that is 28 or less than, so use 0.85. Is that correct? Medyo maraming inaano dito sa concrete. Pare lang naman sa steel, no? It's just the same with steel. So, 288.60. Magkano, bro?
To 45.31. To 45.31.
Okay. So let us check the compressive. Check the compressive steel stress. Okay, I'll repeat. We'll go back now. We'll go back. Para when you solve, kasi para nakikita ko, maybe some, okay? Maybe some. Pero nakita ko, kadamihan, ano eh, top steel stress, maintindihan ginagawa ng mga kasama natin. So, from here, we did the just like obvious saying it's a triangle. Of course, it's linear because again, I'll just repeat, yung nasa taas sinabi natin arbitrarily as compression, and at the bottom we call this tension. Okay, and that the neutral axis is what we call C. Okay, it's what we call C, neutral axis of the strain. And of course the D, you have to be careful when I just give it right away. I think Barabad asked me last time, is that at that point, okay, or else this one will be different in terms of calculation, okay? So we might be including 10 mm, okay? Solve and C equal to 40 mm, for example, and half of that, okay, and half of 30 as subtracted here. So hindi tayo magkakamali doon. Pag nagkakamali tayo doon, masyadong hindi ko binibigyan ng points ang estudyante kasi hanggang ngayon hindi pa rin niya natututunan. So, unang-una, meron siyang concrete cover. So, whatever is that, let's put it there because it's part of your assumption. And you have your tie there, which we discussed last time, that it's 10 mm if that is below 32 millimeter. And of course, because it's situated at the centroid of that, so it's half of the 50. That is when this one is not even. So you have to perform that. Okay? Pag hindi nyo nagawa yan, tapos hindi kayo naglalagay, at automatic lang ninyong nilagyan, kadalasan hindi ko binibigyan ng points yung estudyante kasi unang-una, hindi ko naman alam kung paano niya ginawa eh. Di ba? So how can you tell me that it's coming from you because you did not even put some assumptions? Because as I said, when we do analysis and design, I would like you to please put first the assumptions. So I don't like us to make mistakes here. Okay? I don't like you to make mistakes here. Okay? So I think I just replicated the one that we had last time, but instead of putting only 4 numbers, I put 4 more bars here, which actually I have not solved yet. So we are solving it right now, and that, as I said, we go together so that we truly understand. So the thing is that a lot of you are not confident going here, but it's just simple, okay? It's just simple because you have to plot, you have to put this one as your neutral axis for this plot, okay? That's how we think, okay? You always have the or we can say that is your baseline. To put any more, that's a baseline, but we think that it's a baseline for that. And also, once you are done putting all of this for the strain, for the stress, okay, then you plotted that one here, you have to consider putting the stress diagram. So stress diagram, and including the forces, okay, and forces, okay, and forces, because say stress diagram, ito lang po yun. Ito lang. Ito lang yun, di ba? Ito lang yun. So, dito, ito. So, this one comes from AS na nasa taas. Ayan, no? Apat yun, eh. And this one also will come from here. And then, these are 4. And, of course, like the beam, 0.85 F prime C. But if you are going to translate it to force, so that you can have here kilonewtons, then it becomes, you're going to multiply it with the B, with this. Now, don't memorize it, understand it. Why? Why? What do you think is the reason? Okay? So, I think we are fine there. So, before we do that, I put that one here, okay, for something to look at. So also we computed A sub S, A sub prime S, and that we computed that, and also like what Obvious said, you can memorize whatever you have in the C sub B because it's just actually derived from this figure. Okay? But when you forget, you can I think again have this more, okay?
Ma, tama ka sagot.
This one plotted, and that's you can understand more. So what about here? Now we're done with that. We also want to know the dimension of the A, okay? The dimension of the stress diagram. So I will not be explaining this one anymore because it's still from beam, okay? And that is a quadratic function here, and that ACI have this one as a simplified computation, okay? Simplified computation. So you did thus far all of this. Okay? So check the compressive Aris, Magay, question? So check the compressive steel stress. Let us check whether this one yields or not. So I think we have done the ratio in proportion. Let me do it right away like this because it's just the same. Is equal to that E sub S C minus B prime of C. So again what? Okay, again what? You can do this one. You can do this one using this. Let it be that this one is F sub S. Get that? That. Okay? So let me erase that. Let me clean. Let us compute this one. E sub C. What is our E sub C? Isn't it that is 0.003? And this one is equal to 200,000 Newton mm squared. This one is equal to, what's our C? It's equal to 88, okay? 288.46 minus 62.5, all divided by 88.46. Pakisolve na please. How much is that? Obias, ikaw na lang. Pakitulungan niyo si Obias, Natividad, or anybody here. Padulina, please just compute this in your calculator. How much is that?
470 po, sir.
400.
470 MPa.
Compute. What can we say now? Okay. Any volunteer? Buddy? Any volunteer? Okay, I'll repeat. Sabi natin, check the compressive steel stress. Natin ito kung ano yung check natin? Kung nag-yield o hindi. Diba? Anong ibig sabihin ng nag-yield? Kung bumigay o hindi. Diba? Diba sabi nga doon sa kunwari, nagda-drive ka. Diba sabi, yield to yellow, ang tawag nun? Yellow light, diba? Ibig sabihin, pag nag-yellow, dapat huminto ka na. Kumisan tayo, diba? Binilit natin, hindi ano. Para matapos, diba? Para So, yan po yung yield, yung ibig sabihin. So, anong ibig sabihin ng 470? Anybody? Any volunteer? Ang volunteer, ibig sabihin din yun na naiintindihan.
Greater than po sa given na FY.
Okay, so anong ibig sabihin ng fear?
Compressive steel yields po. So,
Yun. Galing naman ni fear. Dapat ganun, sir. So, ibig sabihin, thank you, fear, no? Thank you, fear. So, ito, malaki siya sa 413, eh. Ibig sabihin, nag-yield to. Umabot siya dun, eh. Di ba? Eh, kung 390 lang yan, ibig sabihin, meron pang something na hindi mo inabot, eh. Ibig sabihin, nasira siya, eh. Tignan mo, no? Tignan nyo, bro. Kung, kunwari, nagka-earthquake, maraming nasisira na mga building. Ganito yung mga nangyayari dyan, eh. Nasisira ito. Siguro, yung mga estudyante dati na nasa earthquake ko, may pinapakita ako na doon, eh, yung nasira yung column. Karamihan nasisira yung column. Ibig sabihin nun, mga kasama, yung portion na to, kung saan napunta yung, kasi lateral, eh, di ba? Yan po yung translation nun. Yung mga ginagawa natin dito, parang isipin mo, nasaan siya na-apply, hindi doon sa design natin, itong reinforced concrete. Tapos isipin mo rin, ano ba yung kahalagahan nun, di ba? Ang kahalagahan nun is that, kung nag-ano siya, di, papalitan mo to, nag-yield siya, di ba? Yung 472, ang laki, di ba? Yung ibig sabihin, pag nagko-compute po tayo dito, mga kasama, tingnan mo yung ano niya, yung reason. Pag sinabi 470, yung yield stress dito, ano lang eh, ayan 413 lang eh, yun yung yield stress. Pero yung inabot na ano nito, na stress, inabot ng 470. So, lalagyan mo dito, sir, na tanggalin natin. Yun po yung ibig sabihin nun, mga kasama. Hindi siya numero lamang. May ibig sabihin, no, sa ating design. So, napakalaki po ng design sa atin. So, greater than siya. So, compression, therefore, compression steel yields. Okay, compression steel yields. So, ngayon, computein natin kung anong mangyayari sa konkreto. So, ganun po yung thinking, magkasama. So, anong ibig sabihin natin? Ulitin natin, So, when you solve this, it's not simply numbers. May sinasabi to na characteristic nung isang design mo na ganito yung kanyang geometry na kung i-evaluate mo ano yung mangyayari sa kanya. So, ito po yung ibig niya sabihin. Okay? So, with that, sabihin natin, i-reinforce ba natin using ties para maayos, makapasok siya sa tension or either compression zone? Ano ba yung maganda? Okay? So, let us say, compute the concrete. So, sinusunod-sunod natin, compute the concrete, compressive, important. So C is equal to 0.85 F prime C, F prime C, okay, sorry, F prime C, prime C, A, B. So 0.85 of 28, oops, 28 divided by A, what's our A? Natin is 245.31, okay? 245.31 mm multiplied by how much is the 350 mm, okay? 350 mm. 350 mm. Magkano kaya ito, Brad? Pakisolve na natin, sir. Divide na lang ng 100, ha? 1,000. Ito, please. Please compute. Hindi ko alam po yan.
2,043.43.
2,043 point?
43 kilonewton.
Okay. So, solve for piece of B na tayo. Okay. Solve for piece of B. Ito, wala tayong pag-comparean, di ba? Pwersa ito. Pero titingnan natin dito. At yung pag-comparean, ang kino-compare natin yung steel. Okay? Yung steel. Yung steel. Kung masusurpass ba niya ito, di ba? So, piece of B now is equal to piece of B is equal to 0.85. Ito yung nilagay ko kanina sa taas. F prime C, AB plus AS, FS minus A prime S. Yes. So, ito po, nilagay ko dito kanina ito. Tignan natin kung yun na. Nilagay ko ito. No, bakit ka mo? Kasi ito yung problem natin eh, di ba? This is our problem. So, notice tingnan mo to. And I think a lot of us are also thinking how we can solve problems na madali, no? Na madali. Hindi madali. Takes time din eh. Kaya nga, nung Saturday, ang binigay ko sa inyo, isa lang eh. Because I know it takes time. Especially, kung hindi mo pa siya gamay, hindi mo pa nagawa eh. Kung hindi mo pa nagawa. Kung hindi ka pa pala nag-practice. Yan yung ano eh. Hindi ka pa nag-practice. Pero pag nag-practice ka, meron ka nang ginamit na, sabihin natin anong sinabi. Sabihin natin, way to solve pag ganong klase. Mabilis na. Hindi pala mabilis. Magagawa mo siya kagad, pero yun nga. Okay, so start po natin yan earlier. 0.85 28 po ulit ito. Multiplied by A. A ba? Okay, tingnan natin kung pareho, no? But 0.85 A prime C A B, that's 2043. Okay, I'll just put that one here. Okay. 0.85 28 times A is equal to 245. For completeness lang ha, nilagay ko dito. mm, then 350 mm. Okay? Then plus, ito pareho lang eh, di ba? Tingnan niyo. Ito, pwedeng i-cancel out, di ba? Kasi, pareho. Pareho to eh. Pareho. Pero po, sabihin ko na sa inyo, meron tayong, what if this one ay kunti lang? Siyempre, nasama mo siya dito. Hindi namang ilagay yan eh, isa-isahin mo eh. Di ba? Pero, pareho lang kasi yung ito. So the answer here is equal to, is that okay with you? Did you get that? Alright, so that's what I mean. Okay, so this is our piece of B, and compute the balance moment, okay? Compute. Okay, I have to be consistent with that. Compute balance moment. So, kung nag-quiz tayo, kung marami ka pang panahon, siguro pwede kang mga description, or pwede mo lang sabihin, compute MB. Okay na sa akin yun, no? Compute the balance moment. MB. Ito, nilagay lang natin kasi tayo to, nagle-lecture tayo. Compute the balance moment, MB. So, MB, moment. Then, MB equal to, ano ba? Gawa natin, mga kasama. Abang. So, kung ano, saan ba tayo magmo-moment dito? Magmo-moment, no? Dito, saan ba tayo magmo-moment? 0.85. Sandali. Ito po, sandali. If this one is our edge, no? Itong 550, okay? If that one is our edge. Itong sa gitna, ito, pwede nating tawagin na edge over 2, di ba? 2.
Yan. Birthday? Ano sa ano? O sige, problema.
Hindi na. Pwede. Dali ha. Once more. Okay. Ano? Okay. This one, ang galing ko to ha. I hope you can follow my figure, okay? Pero anyway, that's really the figure when we are discussing, okay? So this one can also be h over 2. Dali ha. Tama ba na ginawa ko? H. Isa, ha? Dito tayo. Dito rin, okay? Dito rin, plot din natin, oops. So dito rin is also h over 2. Is that right? And ito rin, wow, dami ha. Tanggalin ko to. Ito ha. That is h over 2. H over 2. Wow. Dali lang po. Ito rin. Ito yung C sub C2 eh. Kaya natin. That is h over 2. Ito, h over 2. Pwedeng sabihin din na ito ay a over 2, okay? Tama ba? Ito ay a over 2. Tama ba? So that when we have to consider the summation of moment, okay? M of B is equal to, okay? Is equal to 0.85 of F prime C. B B is equal to h over 2 minus a over 2. So I think makukuha natin yan, ano? H over 2, h over 2. Moment. Okay. Kumaya, tignan niyo kung saan tayo ng moment, ha? Somebody will tell me kung saan tayo ng moment. Then, plus natin, sir. Plus natin, ha? Plus, okay? Plus a sub prime, f prime is. Okay? Then, h over 2 ulit, ha? Minus b prime. Ano, makukuha na ba ninyo kung saan tayo ng moment? Plus as, fs, then d minus h over 2. Tell me, saan tayo nag-moment? Considering that. Yung una, napaliwanag ko di ba? Napaliwanag natin na h over 2 minus a over 2. Kasi a over 2 rin ito, di ba? Para mas maintindihan, okay? A over 2. So, moment. Sinong makapagsabi sa atin? Siguro isa pa. Siguro ito para mas makuha ng mabuti. Sinabi natin na AS plus ASFS D minus H over 2. Very obvious na, no? Gusto ba? Kasi D ito Okay. D ito Bakit ko ito ginawa para sa inyo? Kasi nga, mas paganda dito ka gumawa, sir. No, alam mo kung saan tayo nagmo-moment and you can be so confident in doing it. Hindi, mas more. So, ito po ay A. So, ito po ay D. Ito This one is D. So, dito po tayo nag-moment. Is D. Okay, if this one is D, bilis na mong oras, no? Pero at least, kasing ginawa natin dito, karamihan ganito siya So, very important na makuha ninyo kung paano natin ginagalaw yung mga versa. Pagka nakuha natin tong MD na ganyan, ang sunod na gagawin po ay madali na lang po. Ang gagawin ay tension, failure, region. So, papasok tayo doon sa tinanong ni J. Okay? So, dito muna tayo. Pag sinabi natin D minus H over 2, moment. Dito, sa gitna, di ba? Yung sinabi natin kanina. Diba? Mga kasama. Kaya gano'n. Yan tayo nag-moment. Okay? Yan po tayo nag-moment. So, kaya D minus H halves. Is that right? Is that right? Of course. Of course. Pero, ang sunod, ano ba siya? Negative, positive. Negative, positive ba? Positive ba? So, positive. Lahat. Positive lahat, no? Iikot Nakita nyo? Lahat nito papuntang ganun So, ibig sabihin, that is counterclockwise. Counterclockwise din So, if I take moment here, I will have my moment at this point. So, lahat ng ito against dito Kaya positive lahat. Okay? So, any question? Let us continue this one next time, next meeting. I hope na nakita ninyo kung paano natin ginagalaw itong mga ganitong problem. So I hope that you also do the same. You have to scrutinize it, and that can surely help you. So if there's an example like what Jay said earlier, I think I appreciate Jay for saying that. My only advice also is that you can scrutinize it. Okay, I know that the book is really, kumbaga nagbigay lang siya ng ano ng hindi niya binibigay lahat. Okay, hindi naman niya pinag-compute ito di ba? Sasabihin lang niya sa iyo, di ba? So, ginawa natin ito ngayon. So, how can you confidently do those things is that you first have to validate ano yung mga numbers na nasa example. So, I think that can surely help you in understanding GA. Okay, so let us proceed this one next meeting so we can do your we can do your question. Okay, so freeze for a while. I'll just check your attendance in 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so thank you so much for coming. So let us proceed this one next meeting so that we can now plot NB. So we now have 1 point NB and piece of B, and next meeting what we are going to do is that what if the C is greater than C sub B. So these are simulations. Okay, what if C is greater than C sub B? So you are entering the tension zone. So how does it look like? That's what we are going to do. Actually, after you have plotted this M sub B on the abscissa and the P sub B on the ordinate. Next time that we are going to compute is that what if questions. What if C is less than C sub B? And what if the neutral axis of the strain diagram is greater than the balance neutral axis of the strain diagram? And how does it look like? Okay, so I think if you don't have questions, I think we are okay. So thank you so much.
You are now unmuted.
Sir, thank you, sir.
You are now
Thank
muted.
you, everyone. So we will do this one. I know. I check your.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Check your answers, and that I said I think I need to intervene, and this is the intervention that I would like to for us. I know it medyo mahaba lang para sa akin, but I think it's all right. Now, if I just have to give a handout, baka hindi rin ninyo maano. So I think this one, and somebody also have doing computations on the other side from your part, and the more that we can understand. So thank you so much po.
Sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Edmond Rigolo. Maraming video. Miggy Castillo. Joma. Jan Pang. Ma, hindi ko alam, sabihin ako. Tawag dito. 500 bigyan natin. 300 ako, 200 ka.
Dinamay mo pa ako, ikaw naman yun.
Ha? Hindi ko ano dyan. Sabi ko dun ah.
Kita mo? Ninong, dyan na yung lahat.
Ang ina mo, bili kanina.
Ha? Tapos ganun eh.
Gago ka. Ano? Ang ina mo, gago ka. Bahala ka dyan. Ano yun? Ano yun ba?